Atomic Tower! Reservoir! Atomic Tower! Reservoir for Tower! Death to us all! Atomic Tower! Reservoir! Atomic Tower! Atomic Tower! Atomic Tower! Reservoir! Atomic Tower! Death to us all! Atomic Tower! Death to us all! Atomic Tower! Death to us all! Someone is like walking really hella late home at night, just like me. And they're hearing me and being loud as fuck, and I don't give a fuck. The beautiful stars at night. Stars are beautiful. Shit, man. I'm not gonna lie, like, I could literally spend my entire night just staring at these stars. See how beautiful they are. Come on, doggo. This way. This way. Peace out, random person walking down my sidewalk. They still walking down my street, or they not? Whoa. Boo 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 boo. Pretend I'm not doing nothing. Notice property of Milwaukee Public Transit. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, that's so adorable. That's so adorable. And there's a bunch of spray paint all over it. That's so cute. Oh, someone spray painted the shit out of it, and it's so adorable. Oh, yo, shut up, Zukov. Shut up, man. They're gonna fall on me, little punk. I know my phone might just die here pretty soon because I can see my phone battery being on low battery. So let's get right in here. Yeah. Oh, rapid fire this bitch. Rapid fire this bitch. That's right, bitch. Yo, bitch. Rapid fire that shit. That's right, bitch. Yo, bitch. Oh! Fuck, got that shit charged up before it dies. That's right, motherfucker. Oh. What's up, Zuzu? Ugh. Oh. Fuck, I'm sweaty. God damn. Oh. Fucking sweaty as balls, bro. You know what? Fuck, dude. Shirtless sign, bitch. I don't give no fuck. Ugh. Oh, here we go. That's right. Oh, that feels so good. Don't give no fuck. Gonna go shirtless. That's right, boy. Oh, yeah, that's right, motherfucker. Oh, yeah, that's right. Motherfucker going in all shirtless. Got sweat my shit all right. That a bomb. That a mom. Bitch gonna ball. Ain't even got a motherfucking ball. There we go. There we fucking go. God Damn, dude, this fucking. Goddamn this heat, bro. Goddamn the fucking heat. Fuck this shit. Is bunk. Is ridiculous. I am sick of it. I'm also sick of these anti-AI motherfuckers, too. I'm kind of low-key in a rant mode. This late at night, and I'm in a rant mode? Fuck. Normally, I wouldn't even start this shit right about now. But you know what? I'm doing it. Because I'm low-key in a rant mode. I got artistic motherfucking friends. And I'm low-key kind of like, bitches, y'all don't realize the fucking tech that we have available for us as artists. And y'all want to fucking like be Luddites? Luddites. I can't fathom it, bro. Like, it's just one of those things where I think, me and my homeboys are just fundamentally disagreeable on. But you know what? I don't care. If they're willing to, like, be aggressive about it, I don't even care. Because, like, I see the tool and see the value of the art that is in the material that is bestowed as artists to us as artists. And we, as artists, should embrace those tools to expand our own art. But yet, none of these artists, see the value in that. It's like, you have an open palette, you have a canvas waiting for you, and you don't want to accept it because it's not a part of the human brain, so to speak. And it's like, you know what? That's bullshit fundamentally anyway. Because guess where AI started with? With the human mind. And guess where art started with? With the human mind. So what? Like the idea that art and AI cannot, overlap against each other because fundamentally it comes from the same basic root foundation, the human mind. It's like, AI art and human art, it all comes from the same root. Art. It doesn't matter where the fuck it comes from. Because guess what? There is art that's produced by elephants, by dogs, by cats, by dolphins, by all sorts of fucking animals. Birds of various different species. And yet we are somehow unique in this shit. Fuck off. Fuck off with that shit. We are fundamentally no different than all these other animals, but yet we have the sentience as human primates to understand this fucking shit and break it down. We got that intelligence and ability. All these other animals? No. But the fact that we have an extra level of our own brain that's able to ascend in this fucking shit and help us as artists and as creative minds. And yet we want to fucking be Luddites, Neanderthals, and shut that shit down. It's also kind of offensive to me. It's like, we are artists, and we are looking at tools that can help us as artists, and we want to shut that down? What the fuck is wrong with us? We are dumbing ourselves down with this shit. When we can be making insane shit with this. We could be making insane art, insane awesome projects, insane awesome franchises over this. And yet we refuse. We are just too Luddite and Neanderthalic to fucking expand on that shit because we're too scared. As a species, we are scared. We are fearful and we are worried and we are scared that we're going to die off because of AI. It's actually an irrational fear. Fundamentally an irrational fear. Utterly. As an artist, I look at AI and I embrace the fuck out of it. I embrace it. As a blue-collar, poor motherfucker who can barely afford fucking, digital art programs and shit, let alone all this other stuff, and yet AI is willing to open that fucking door for me and have that shit available for me commercially? Why should I eschew that? Why, as an artist, should I eschew that? I shouldn't. I should use it as a tool, as an artist, to help me when it comes to my own art and my own expression and own creativity in my fucking head. And yet we want to fucking shut that down? What is wrong with us as a species when it comes to that shit? That's fucked up. Because we have such an outlet for so many artists. And yet we want to shut that down. It's fucked up. I hate that. I fucking hate it. And I hate having to argue this. I don't really feel like I need to. And frankly, there is no real need to, but there's so little people arguing in favor of AI art, let alone being against it. It's like, I mean, I can't help but be in favor of AI art, even and maybe in the long term, it's detrimental against me. I don't give a fuck. Because what fucking fuck you money am I going to be able to have to expand my own artistic creativity? Nothing. I'm going to be nothing more than a cog to the capitalist system. So AI, being a platform to help me put my own shit out there, even if I have to put like all this other in-between bullshit that I have no means to do that myself and is filling the gaps for me, I want that. I love that shit. Because goddamn, bro, where the fucking money is that going to be for me? There ain't none of that. I ain't going to get no budget. I ain't going to get no funding. So to have at least a program to help put like some basic foundation thing for me, and that'd be nice. I love that idea. Because even if I don't use that prompt, I can at least use that as a foundation to expand from it. Make other stuff from that. That's the point. That's literally the point of the idea. Use it as a prompt so you can expand your own art and expand your own creativity and expand your own ideas. It's a foundation. That's all it's ever meant to be. It's a tool, a foundation for an artist. I ran him out. Well, fuck you then. Because that's the pussy coward shit I'm talking about. That's the pussy shit. You're going to fundamentally die as an artist because of that mentality. You will die. You will die as an artist. Nothing of your shit will ever get out there because of that fucking mentality. So fuck that shit. I have no sympathy for that. I have no fucking empathy for that shit. Fuck that. I look at the people that actually embrace this technology who are willing to look forward when it comes to the technological progress of artists. And you know what? Tough shit. Get over it. Grow some fucking balls. AI tech and AI art is fundamentally a part of this process. Get the fuck over it. Grow the fuck up and get good. Compete. Get fucking good. Or die trying. Because either you're going to die or you're going to fucking try to overcome that shit. And if not, that's not my fault. That's your fault for not getting better than what, like, the entire human genome within a fucking program is willing to fucking overcome your ass. If that's all, if that's what's happening to you, that's your fault, not mine. I'm willing to use it as a tool to expand my own art. You're willing to fucking inhibit your own creativity and your own artistic ambitions. You're willing to let it fucking stunt you and cock you against that fucking narrative. And you want to fucking, what, like challenge this shit? And you're not even willing to open your mind to the idea of this fucking shit. You're not willing to open your brain, open your mind, be open, minded about this type of shit. You need to be. You objectively need to be in order to understand this shit, in order to understand and realize what the fucking reality is, about to hit you in the fucking face with. Because, face it, this is the reality. AI is a fundamental part of our reality. You cannot escape it. Fucking embrace it, accept it, and fight as much as you can as an artist, as a creative person, as a human being, to use that as a tool and an advantage for us. Not to be a detriment against us, but a benefit for us. And the only way we're going to do that is to embrace it now. We need to embrace AI now. We need to embrace that type of technology now. We cannot wait this bullshit and this fucking garbage, retarded, faggotry nonsense of like, oh, fuck AI, I don't even want to do this. Go fuck off. You know what? Honestly, fuck off with that shit. You're no valuable and no use to this argument. We need to embrace this shit, and any Luddite Neanderthal faggot that wants to get in the way needs to go shut the fuck up and get out of the way. Because us artists that are embracing this shit are going to be the ones that overcome and persevere against this shit, against capitalism, against the fucking competition that is against the human mind and the artist. We are going to be the ones against that shit. None of this Neanderthalic Luddite bullshit that is against AI, fundamentally. Sorry, not sorry, but grow the fuck up. You need to embrace AI, because if not, you will die as a Luddite. You will die as a fucking nobody that made nothing for the human species. You're an artist that made nothing. An artist that made fucking garbage, dog shit. Because you were not willing to embrace the technological improvements of the human race. Embrace that shit, and you're going to be a long-standing artist that, even in your own local community, you'll stand the test of time. Because my own fucking mother, who used to do film photography her entire life, in the last 15 fucking years of her career, she did digital and made a lot, way fuck more money doing that shit than doing film. You wanna know why? Because instead of being a Luddite and saying, fuck it, fuck this technology, this has nothing to do with me, this is destroying me as an art, she embraced it. She embraced that art. She took the materials of that art and put it in her own fucking work and made money. Made her business succeed when it would have went bankrupt. So what the fuck is this bullshit of like, oh, well, AI is fundamentally a detriment against artists? Bullshit. No, it's not. Go fuck yourself, you little pussy, little faggot bitch. You little coward. You fucking coward. The only reason why AI is taking you over is because you got no balls. You're a pussy. You're a coward. That's all you are. The only reason why AI is taking you over, and the motherfucker I'm talking to personally, is because you let AI take you over because you're a bitch. You're a coward and you're a faggot pussy. That's what you are. Because you let AI take you over instead of using your own mind and let your own creativity, ambitions, fucking persevere against it. Because you're a bitch. You're a fucking bitch. Pussy. Fucking pussy ass motherfucker. Grow some balls. Be an artist. Actually put your fucking shit out there. See where it goes. Use this shit as a tool to fucking push your shit out there. Instead of being a bitch. Because, oh, I don't have enough money to fucking have a proper studio. Well, guess what? AI has filled the gap for you. Take advantage of it, motherfucker. Take advantage of that shit. You can make some hella banging music with that motherfucking shit. Is it the exact thing that you want? No. But you know what? That built a fucking foundation for you. Maybe there are some artists that will look at that and be like, you know what? I like your lyricism. I kind of like the theme of where you're going for. Want to join our band? Because the theme and the lyricism and a lot of that stuff is what we want as a band, as a punk band. Want to join our band as a lyricist and a vocalist? Oh no! AI is unable to fucking branch those fucking bullshit! Give me a fucking break, man. I literally use AI to create lyrics and create a prompt and a foundation of a rudimentary progression of a song. And you know what? I want to use that song. It's called Revolution of the People. It was an AI generated song. And you know what? I want to use it. In fact, as multiple songs. The lyrics in itself don't tie to the song title, but I love the song title. And I also love the lyrics in the song. And I also love the rhythms of the song too. But you know what? All of those three variables I mentioned could be different songs. And you know what? I want to use it for that shit. And AI did that for me. AI was the one to do that for me. It wasn't like some jam band shit. Because guess what? When it comes to my friends and me, we don't have any fucking time to have a jam band session. And what, you think, any other motherfucker who's musically talented has friends who are musically inclined, and what, you think, I'm feeling, they're feeling, any different? Of course they're not. Everyone's feeling the same thing when it comes to this shit. It's bullshit. The idea that these fucking Luddites, these Neanderthalic conservatives, fundamentally, these people are conservative. These conservatives that want to say that, oh, this is fundamentally, anti-art and against artists, fuck them. They don't know what art they don't understand what art is if it hit them in the fucking face. They will never understand what true art really is. Because you want to know what? Art itself is fundamentally subjective. Period. I don't give a fuck what your opinion is. It's fundamentally subjective. I don't give a fuck. The only objective truth of art is that art is subjective. That's the only objective truth of art, is that it's subjective. That's it. The only objective truth of art is that art is subjective. That's the only objective truth of art, period. No matter what, that's it. There's no other objectivity of art other than art is art. That's it. It don't matter what that art is. I don't give a fuck if it's AI. I don't give a fuck if it's postmodern, art where it's like somebody just splashes paint on a fucking canvas and like, oh, that's art. I don't give a fuck. Modern art, traditional art, AI art, all this shit is art. Fundamentally, I don't give a fuck what you think. Objectively, that is art. And subjectively, this is the objective truth. Subjectively, you can think whatever the fuck you want about it. But fundamentally, the objective truth is that art is art is art. I don't give a fuck what you think it is. Whether it's AI art, that's art. Whether it's, postmodern art and it's just a blank canvas with a dot in the center of it, that's art. Sorry, but that is art. It doesn't matter what it is. That shit is art. The fact that, you know what? Pause. Get a screen frame of me doing this. Screen frame right there. That is art. Everything that you're seeing here is fundamentally fucking art. Fundamentally. Period. I don't give a fuck what your fucking opinion is about that shit. Objectively, what you're seeing here is art. You can think it's AI generated. You can think it's, generated some other way. You can think whatever you fucking want about it. Fundamentally, it's art. That's what it is. Fundamentally, period. Objectively, end of story. Go fuck yourself. That's what it is. I don't give a fuck what you think. Because you're a bitch, a pussy, and a fucking coward. That's what you are. Because you don't understand the objective tools and the metrics of an artist. I hate this shit. I hate these fucking Luddite, Neanderthalic motherfuckers that want to, dismiss this shit. I just hate it. It's like, you don't fucking get it? Are we serious? We don't understand this shit? Because all this other shit that all these other motherfuckers would cry about, digital photography editing, or, Adobe Photoshop, or, oil panel, prints and shit, versus, the old linens and pig fats or whatever for paint and shit. Guess what? Those motherfuckers are saying the same shit back then as today when it comes to AI art versus, art today. It don't fucking matter. It's all the same fucking shit. Go fuck off. I don't want to hear it. Unless you're willing to embrace the fact of what these tools are as art. You can have an opinion about that. I will grant that. You can have an opinion about that all you want. But if you're willing to fundamentally deny that objective truth, then fuck off. I want nothing to do with your fucking bullshit because you're fucking too much of a Neanderthalic retard to fucking understand the principles of this shit. I want nothing to do with you because you're too much of a retard. So fuck that shit. I don't want nothing to do with that. I want at least somebody that understands this fucking truth and ultimate, objective philosophy when it comes to art. Because if not, at least if no one's willing to grant that and understand that fucking truth, the objective truth of the subjectivity of art, I want nothing to do with them. I don't want to even fucking entertain a conversation with them because they're too retarded and too Neanderthalic to even understand and comprehend what the fuck I'm talking about. So why should I even entertain their bullshit? Fuck them. In fact, honestly, as far as I care, I'll talk at them, not with them. Including you, Rip City. Including you, Logan. I'm sorry, but you're too Luddite. And you're too much of fucking Neanderthals to understand what the fuck I'm talking about. I've actually played with AI art. I've played with shit like this. I understand what the fuck this technology is. None of you fuckers don't. Rip City Baseworks, Logan Anderson, you motherfuckers do not understand what the fuck I work with. I have worked with this technology. I have touched this type of shit. None of you fucking Neanderthals have ever touched this shit because none of you have ever had the artistic integrity and the artistic intellect to really expand the tools of an artist. Because a real artist will expand their knowledge of different tools and different things that they can use to expand their own artistic mind. Like me, who looks at AI as a tool for my own art. Unlike you motherfuckers, who are pussy and coward little bitches who are unable to accept the fact that this shit is a tool for us artists. And you're not willing to embrace it because you're cowards. Bitches. It's like, there's a lot of opportunity for me as an artist with this shit, and no one's able to see that? Because, it's just gonna literally kill us all as artists. It's like, no, it's not. Literally, no, it won't. If you embrace it now, versus later, when it kills you as an artist, when you don't embrace it late, sooner than later. Because when it's too late, then, oh yeah, it's gonna kill you as an artist. It's gonna kill you as a, blue-collar worker. It's gonna kill you with that when it comes to AI and automation. If you don't embrace it now, it will kill you. It will make you suffer and make you die. Suffer, horribly. Legitimately. But embrace it now, we have a chance. Even as artists. Legitimately. Because I want that. I love the tool that we have because there's so much about my own creativity that is expanded because of it. And I see it. I can see that expansion with my own eyes because I have made that shit. I made it. I created that shit. And these Luddites, these fucking Neanderthals, refuse to understand this shit. Bullshit, man. It honestly pisses me off. It's like, I'm no different than any other motherfucker. How am I able to get this shit in comparison to everybody else? How am I able to understand it and click it within my own brain? Even though I'm like a retarded Neanderthal motherfucker, a blue-collar average Joe Schmo, not the greatest education and all this shit, I ain't exactly the smartest motherfucker. But how am I able to get this shit? How am I able to get it? Evidently, there's something unique about my brain where I'm able to get it, apparently. Because most of the human genome evidently can't understand it. We can't get it even though we are the only species that have created AI, but yet somehow we just cannot control it. We just somehow cannot, harness this technology. We just somehow can never do that. Even though it's a human creation, we have never been able to control it. Fuck off. I hate these fucking pieces of shit. These scum that want to say that the AI is a fundamental danger upon humanity, when humanity is the one who created it. Because, you know what? AI is not your enemy. Humanity is your fucking enemy. AI, depending on if you embrace it or not, will be your fucking enemy. If you don't, it will. If you do, it will be your fucking biggest and closest ally you could ever fucking wish for. But yeah, most of these motherfuckers want to treat it like a fucking enemy. Like a foe. Like Skynet and Terminator. And that's gonna kill us all. It's bullshit. Where's my lighter? Where the fuck is the lighter? Bam, 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 bam. Where'd my Galera go? I kind of want that back. If I don't have it, I will just substitute these lighters. I'll substitute the lighters. Fuck it. Where's the Tokapoka? Tokapoka. There you are. There we go. Much better. Much better. Oh, much better. Anyway, yeah. Like I was saying, man, this fucking AI shit really honestly drives me nuts because so many fucking people are just so Luddite about this shit, man. I mean, honestly, that's the fucking truth. There's too much good shit that exists out there. Sorry. Get over it. Fucking suck it up. If you don't like the idea that AI is taking you over as an artist, get good. Because you want to know what AI art does for me as an artist? It inspires me and just puts fuel in my fire to make my own shit. That's what it does. So these fucking cowards, they're just like, I just don't like it, and just want to bitch all day. Shut the fuck up and honestly start making shit. Start making some fucking music. Instead of bitching, start creating. Because I'm on to create. But I'm at least wanting the motherfuckers to help jam with me a little bit. You know, it's like, I mean, at least I'm waiting for like a jam band, basically. I don't know what the other motherfuckers are waiting for. But I'm sick of this bullshit fucking like, you know, wait and see and fucking like letting the entire goddamn fucking bullshit system like, you know, take them up in that shit and be like, oh, well, it's okay. I got a lot of money and this and that, and it's like, I don't need to, like, you know, sing this type of stuff to, like, you know, take a lot of money away from me and this and that, and blah, blah, blah. I don't need to, like, you know, be busy about this type of shit, and it's all good. So fuck off that shit. Like, you're in the wrong, too. We just all don't want to fucking admit it. Because you all are fucking legit, not talented artists. Because, honestly, I'll grant this. The people that are freaking the fuck out about AI are artists that are actually talented. You know what? It's still a get good kind of thing. Even for myself. You think that's exempt from me? Of course it ain't. I mean, I'm guilty of that too. But at the end of the day, it's like, if we want, as artists, if we want to overcome that shit, we need to legitimately fucking put our shit out there. And actually be artists instead of being like, well, I play guitar sometimes. I play bass every now and then, even though I haven't played it in like 3 years. Oh no, this AI artist is taking over. It's like, shut the fuck up. You haven't made art in fucking years, so what the fuck do you have to complain about? I don't want to hear it. Unless you're actually trying to create a music project and have a band and get that shit together and all this other shit, I don't want to hear it. I honestly, when it comes to this, when it comes to my friend group, the only person I'm willing to actually legitimately, intellectually understand and actually recognize when it comes to this argument is Metal T. Because he has used AI art a little bit when it comes to some of his shit. Him and I have had these conversations, and he's actually a little bit kind of open to it in a way. Very critical about AI, for sure. And I'm okay with that. Main reason why is because him and I actually are able to have a conversation back and forth about these things. And actually talk about these things. In a reasonable way, where it's just like, we're shutting the idea of, like, original art versus AI art or whatever the fuck. Like, we're not, like, eschewing that shit. We're not, like, dismissing things over things like that. So, it's obviously possible. It's obviously okay and possible to have AI art incorporated into human-made art. And the idea that they are just uniquely against each other or some shit is retarded and insane. I refuse to fucking even recognize that argument because it's so retarded. Because how did AI art become a thing in the first place? A human brain. A human mind. Same with all art. So what the fuck is the difference? Oh, like this AI brain, it's like it attributes, the mind of like of 100 or millions of different humans and like incorporates their art and all that. Oh my god! So shut up. Cry me a river. Like honestly, like cry me a fucking river, you little pussy. Like, honestly, like, if you want to really challenge AI art, then be a talented artist. Put your shit out there. Make connections. Because that's the only way you're going to defeat it. I'm looking at the reality. That's all I'm doing. I'm looking at the reality of this shit and realizing that, like, yeah, if an artist wants to really expand their own art, they have to embrace this technology. They have to embrace the tool that they're fundamentally against right now. And that's AI. Sorry, but get the fuck over it. You pussy. You fucking coward. You bitch. You fucking little bitch boy. Fucking grow up and get over it. Because you're not going to get rid of it. AI is here to stay. I don't give a fuck what you think. Shut up. Get the fuck over it and embrace it now. And you might be able to have a control and a regulation when it comes to AI. But if you just say fuck it and dismiss it until it's too late, then it will be too late. Your art will be corporate owned. Your mind will be corporate owned. Your entire fucking thought process will be owned by a corporation. And yet you motherfuckers wanted to deny the human mind. Now? When you have an opportunity to embrace it now? We're fucked. We are fucked. Because that ain't gonna happen. The idea of fucking, like, people recognizing that shit and seizing their autonomy and control and power when it comes to that type of shit, that ain't gonna happen. We're all going to go back to brunch as soon as Kamala Harris is elected. That's what's going to happen. In fact, I guarantee you most of us are already back at brunch right now. I guarantee you a lot of us are already back at brunch. Because we don't give a fuck. We could give a fuck about this shit that is ultimately going to eat us out alive. Now. Not later. Not 20 or 30 years from now, but now. Literally now. AI art. Corporate hegemony. Fucking, this capitalist is tax saving bullshit. Like, all this shit is going to eat us alive, and we're just accepting it and just letting it happen. Because we don't give a fuck. We're fucked. We're straight up fucked because of this shit. Because no one wants to embrace this fucking shit and recognize the reality of what this shit is going to do for us and get ahead of the curve now versus like 50 years later or 30 years later or maybe even 10 years later. Doesn't even matter, right? We're fucked either way. Whether it's 10 years, 15, 20, 30, 40 years later in the future, we're fucked when it comes to this shit. Because no one wants to recognize the fucking reality now. Nobody. Especially the establishment and the elite and the powers that be. They especially cannot give a fuck about any of this. Because at the end of the day, it makes them less profit. It makes them less money. It makes them less autonomous control and less trust in who they are when it comes to the establishment. You have to have the maximization of trust. You have to have the maximization of, believability on who they are as a system and shit. Whether they are like a private corporate apparatus or otherwise. I mean, it's like, either way, it's meant to be convinced as the idea that, like, this is a norm, this is okay, and this is what is supposed to happen. Fundamentally. Period. Whether you recognize it or not. That's the fuck thing about it all. It's not really AI. It's not like capitalism fundamentally. It's all these things, are kind of secondary in a way. Really what the ultimate fucking power that is fucking this shit up is greed, solipsism, and narcissism. And capitalism happens to really embellish and uplift those broader ideals. But fundamentally, those ideals are what enforces and plays up our country, our government, and internationally too. I mean, that's what fundamentally fuels the international apparatus, right now. Is that solipsism, greed, and narcissism. Those three things right there. Fundamentally. Pick any fucking leader. Whether it's Victor Orban, Putin, Macron, the new president of Mexico, the current president right now in the United States, Joe Biden, any of these motherfuckers, all of them, they all adhere to the same fucking shit. Greed, narcissism, and solipsism. Fundamentally, they all attribute those fucking ideas. And no one wants to see that pattern. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Oof. I've been getting these polls recently. Here, hold on. There we go. Guess the flag of Luxembourg. A, B, C, or D? D is Croatia. C, I'm pretty sure is, let's see here. I don't even know. D is definitely not Luxembourg. I'm pretty sure that's like the Netherlands or some shit. A, is Luxembourg. That's the flag right there, because they have a lighter blue. Yeah, boy. 94%. Yeah, that's right, boy. Tell you what. What's the other countries, though? I know that's Croatia. I don't know that one. I think B is Luxembourg. Someone want to say in the comments? Fun fact, I will fly over Croatia on Monday. No one cares. No one cares, buddy. Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Paraguay, and Croatia. Oh, so C is Paraguay. Oh, I see it. Yeah, it's the emblem. It's the emblem. I can't really see it, from this angle, but I can see it. That makes sense. I will admit, I didn't realize the Paraguay flag is that. But, hey, I guess it is. I kind of find it funny that, so many countries have the same fucking flag. Romania and Chad, for example, literally have the same exact flag. Literally the same exact flag. Identically. Was it red? It's yellow, blue, and red, I think. Yeah, it's red, blue, and red. Or yellow, blue, and red. And it's a tricolor thing, and Chad and Romania literally have the same fucking color pattern in everything. And for the longest time, I think since Romania became independent from the USSR or became independent from the Yugoslavia, Soviet Republic, or whatever the fuck, ever since then, they've had this weird, law, civil suit against, their flags, and it's kind of silly. It's, to this day, it's still kind of a back and forth court argument. And honestly, I think what could solve this is Chad just putting their fucking, coat of arms on their flag. Honestly, that's it. Because, dude, the Chad coat of arms is bad the fuck ass. It's amazing. Dude, the Netherlands coat of arms or the Romanian coat of arms or whatever the fuck, bitch made. Romanian coat of arms is trash. Sorry, but it is. I don't give a fuck, you Romanians. Your emblem is trash. So, I mean, if any of the flags need to update, it's the Republic of Chad. And they just need to, put their coat of arms on that shit. That's it. That's all. You know what? I'm going to look that up right now. Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it, bitch. We're going to look it up. Coat of arms, Chad. Nope. Not. Or chucks. No. Check. There we go. There we go. Bruh, look at this shit. Oh my, dude, right there. Bruh, look at that shit. Look at it. We're zooming in. Zoom. Zooming on this bitch. There we go. Dude, look at that. Look at that shit. Bruh. Bruh. Dude. Unite Trevally Portuguese. Dude, I mean, even their, little motto right there. I can't even tell. That's badass as fuck. What's it say? Unite something something. Unity, work, progress. I like it. I already like it. Unity. Uniting the people together. With, travel and work and progress. I like it. I already like it. Dude, see what I mean? Dude, and they got a goat. Look at that motherfucker right there. Look at this son of a bitch right there. Look at that motherfucker. That goat, bro. Dude, this goat is a badass motherfucker right here. Okay? And then you got this lion and shit. A traditional, kind of Euro-style lion where it's got the crazy tongue and all that shit. It's dude. I mean, low key though. Come on. Come on now. All what would solve this shit It's just putting that right there. The Kingdom of Chad or the Republic of Chad, like, they legit just got a way better coat of arms, bro. They just do. They just straight do. And let's look at a Romanian coat of arms, because, like, legit, it's bitch made. Hold on. Let's see if that will help. Yeah, here we go. Coat of arms of Romania. See what I mean? Bitch made. This is bitch made. Oh, we got like a Eastern Orthodox, like, mace and a sword and, like, you know, some little, like, you know, emblems and stuff. And we got eagle with a cross and a king, you know, crown and stuff. Yeah, but yeah, good for you, you royal monarch motherfuckers. I can't give a fuck about this shit. I can't give a fuck, son. I can't give a fuck about this bullshit right here. I tell you what. Dude. Republic of Chad legit unironically has a better coat of arms than this. Like, straight up. It was adopted in the Romanian parliament in September 10th, 1992. That's what I think. That's what I think. Boo. Because, yo, Chad, though. I accidentally misspelled Chad, and I get this. CHWDP. Polish acronym for the Polish phrase Służ w policji, literally meaning put a dick up the police ass. Put a... Whoa! What the fuck just fell? It was a tray. It was a random tray. It was this. Okay. But honestly, I'm not that surprised. This anti-authoritarian and anti-police slogan, often written on walls in Poland, is used as a vulgar form of provocation against the police. I love it. I fucking love it, dude. This is awesome. Put a dick up the police ass, dude. CHWDP, dude. Or HWDP. Wait, how do you fucking say that? Zavdoda PSV. I think. I'm looking at. Not that. It's not that. It's, wait, where the fuck did it go? No! Where'd it go? Motherfucker. I want to look at that fucking shit again. Where'd it go? It's like CHWP or something. Like that, I think? God damn it. What the fuck did it go? No! I lost it. It was like what? It was like CHWP, I think? What the fuck was it called? Now I'm like actually legit kind of curious to look it up. So, god damn it. Come on. You're fucking kidding me. Did I just like lose that forever? It's like what? HWOP or whatever the fuck? What was it called? It's like CHW. Yeah, CHWDP, I think. Yeah, okay. Alright, we found it again. Yay, we found it again. Yay! Because I wanted to honestly learn about this. This Polish. Because we were delving into it anyway. But the police ass. It's doing him really so good. Yeah. Instrumentalism was largely popularized by Polish hip-hop music and Polish anarchists, where it was often used in lyrics and as graffiti. It's a specific expression of protest against the authorities and against the system in general. It is more or less analogous to the English expressions of ACAP and fuck the police. I love it, dude. I really love it. Dude, the Poles, man. I love the Polish. I'm not even gonna lie. I kind of love them. I mean, the state itself is a little, fuck them, low-key, because they're kind of far-right as fuck, but the people, they tend to be kind of radical and artistic, just in general, period. And I kind of love that. I kind of love that shit. The people of Poland, tend to be pretty anarchists in general, overall. Even during the Cold War era, including now and early 90s and 2000s, like, they've always kind of had, like, a rich history of this shit. And I love it. It's just awesome. Photography as CH and diagram have shows the same as who and acronym. Whatever. Popularity. Slogans are seen widespread in Poland, is popularity in Scandinavian countries, notably in Slovakia and Germany, where popularity slogans is rapidly growing. So I guess in Germany and Slovakia, this whole like CHWDP kind of acronym and the whole idea of that put a dick up the police ass. Like, that shit's kind of growing pretty rapidly, it seems like. You know what? I'm okay with that. Yeah, because honestly, yeah, even for America, put the fucking dick up the police ass. Fuck the police. ACAP. Fuck 12. I don't give a fuck. Put a dick up their ass. I love it. Based. Amazing. I love it. I accidentally went into this. And you know what? I don't even give a fuck. I love it. This is awesome. I'm glad I found this, honestly, because this is actually kind of cool shit. Some emoji graffiti in Poland, I'm assuming. Some CHWDP graffiti. That's kind of cool. Like it. Wait, what's the other stuff? Hey. The 2-meter tall inscription on the wall in Poland. What's this? What's this right there? Is it in like Warsaw or some shit? It doesn't even say. It just says Poland. I'm assuming like maybe Luz, Warsaw, or some shit like that. Maybe Danzig. There's like honestly like a few cities I could think of that that might be, but not many. Car Poland. With the fucking license plate. CHWDP. Shit, dude. He's got a Porsche. Oh wait, no, it's not a Porsche. It's a Cross Ferry. And he's got a Jesus fish, dude. Look at this. Oh my god, he's got a Jesus fish. This is a Jesus fish. It says Darwin. It says Darwin, bro. What the fuck? So this guy's got a CHWDP license plate for fuck the cops. It's got some random bougie ass fucking car, but has a fucking thing on his back, like trunk that says Darwin Award. Like a Jesus fish. I kind of like this guy. I don't know who this is, but I kind of like him. I kind of like this person. Car got a booty too. Not even gonna lie. Hey, come on. Signed Torden, Canadian Initialism, standing of HWDP. Harmonia, Resourcik, Techno. Stands for Harmonia, Resourcik, Techno, Harmony, Freedom, Goodness, and Beauty. Initialism is largely popularized by Polish hip-hop music and Polish anarchists, or is often used in lyrics and graffiti. It's a specific expression of protest against authorities and against the system in general, more or less. That goes to ACAB or fuck the police, which true, fuck the police. In Polish graffiti, it's just the graphic. However, Żółd is pronounced the same as Hjord. The acronym for HWDP is common the same. So, HWDP. I'm assuming. I don't know. I'm not Polish, so I don't know that. One of the ways in which the popularity of initialism is easily noticed is that given many alternative expressions, syllables means generally jokes are sometimes used to avoid awkward situations and relieve the tension. People will propagate the abbreviation talk of police or by policemen who want to avoid the embarrassment when they are asked to expand their abbreviation during their interviews. Wait. So, hold on. If I'm getting this right, like, there were cops that actually were, like, interviewed and talked about with shit like this, and were like, hey, so what do you think about, like, this whole fuck the police and, like, stick a dick up a police asshole kind of thing? What do you think about that, guy? Wait, were they asked that question and they were like, yeah, well, you know, like, they just, like, had an answer to it? Is that what I'm understanding with this? But to avoid embarrassment, they just, like, have some, like, bullshit cop-out answer for it. Instead of being like, yeah, I took a dick up the ass, or maybe, yeah, I had my dick sucked or something. Oh my god, bro. I think there was some things that I think it might have happened. Honestly. I think that might have been some shit that might have happened a little bit. Just low-key. I'm a bisexual motherfucker, so you know what? I can say that shit, okay? And I guarantee you there's some shit that happened. I guarantee you there's some shit that happened. Especially when it comes to abbreviations. Also shit. I mean, dude, the gaydar is going off with this shit, okay? I'm just saying. It just is. I can't help it. You know, it's like, it just happens. This shit, I mean, it's like, bro, there ain't no way. There ain't no way. I don't give a fuck what your excuse is. Like, you're gay. Or at least bi or pan or some shit. Like, I don't give a fuck what you are. Like, no, nah, you ain't straight. You ain't no heterosexual straight boy. I don't even want to hear that bullshit. When it comes to this, I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to entertain it. I don't even want to entertain that shit. Because I know it's bullshit. So give me alternative expansions. This is basically general on its own. Others are merely jokes that are sometimes used to avoid awkward situations that relieve tension, e.g. when people are propagating abuse talk. Dude, is this like the 90s? Are there Romanians like stuck in the 90s or something? Because this literally sounds like the 90s. Well, look, I'm not gay, but you know what? Like, I mean, you know, a friend obviously loves to suck some dick sometimes. Like, dude, is that, are the Romanians just stuck in the 90s? Is that what's going on here? Are they just stuck in the 90s? Early 2000s, fucking late 90s? Like, is that what they're stuck in? Like, I mean, bro, that really feels like what's going on right now. At least for the Romanians. Are they just straight up stuck in the 90s? Is that what's going on? Is that what's happening? Spreader. I think this right here, this all that right there, this shit that's highlighted, I think that might answer my question. I'm pretty sure they're stuck in the fucking 90s in some way, shape, or form, dude. I bet, bro. Populationist initialism is not limited in being spray painted on the walls in Poland. In fact, initialism is also spread among the internet users, both Polish and foreign. That's it? Is that really it when it comes to that? This kind of confirms the idea that, like, these Polish weird degenerate fucks are, like, 4chan, 8chan degenerate users that want, like, expand their own sexuality, expand their own, like, identity and shit, and just have to do so under a anomalous account or some shit. Like, this kind of confirmed this shit to me. Really? Especially knowing that I like to lurk on 4chan and 8chan sometimes. I will admit that. I like to do that sometimes. And honestly, a lot of motherfuckers that browse those platforms and shit like that, especially when it comes to, like, posting stuff, they're either, like, Southern American types, or they're, like, from Poland, from fucking, like, Germany or some shit, like, from Bavaria, whatever the fuck, or, like, fucking, like, Alabama, Arkansas, like, Colombia, I mean, the country of Colombia, and, like, you know, fucking El Salvador, or whatever, like, it's literally, like, Central South American countries, or, like, obscure rural bumblefuck random areas of, like, Poland or some shit, dude, like, straight up. I'm not even kidding. Because I'm kind of curious about how, like, some of the far right like to think about certain shit, and I'm gonna be honest. I will peruse 4chan and 8chan sometimes, you know, just to kind of see what they think about certain things. And they really got, like, a hang up about, like, certain, like, folk a little bit. At least when it comes to, like, Polish folk, or, like, Slavs, or white Jewish folk, broadly. At the same time, they also got a hardcore fucking weird hang up about Central American and Southern American types, which, because they tend to be brown broadly, I mean, I can kind of understand why, because they're racist fucking weird scum and Nazi fucking scum, so I don't really, I don't honestly, you know, see, you know, like, the mystery of where that ends up being, but nonetheless, it's like, that is the truth. It's like, seeing how the right really fucking looks at a lot of this shit makes me think, oh. And in a way, it's like, I kind of really feel like there needs to be an onus to kind of learn about some of the history of a lot of this kind of shit that they really want to delve into in a lot of ways. Especially when it comes to, like, the white, you know, kind of right-wing, like, weird bullshit they love to amp up about. Because, frankly, all that shit is cherry-picked nonsense. If you really break down the history of what they're talking about, it's all cherry-picked bullshit. Fundamentally, that's what it is. If you really break down their nonsense, it's cherry-picked bullshit. And revisionism, historical revisionism, etc., that's what it is. That's all it is. Historical revisionism bullshit, where it has nothing to do with actual facts, actual history, actual fucking shit that we at least understand about, like, you know, the history's past. Oops. Even if we, you know, don't completely understand, like, the full picture, so to speak. It's like, they're willing to say, like, oh, because of these pictures, we obviously have a broader understanding because of, like, spiritual esotericism or whatever the fuck. It's like, nah, you don't. No, you don't, motherfucker. Especially when it comes to this weird far-right bullshit and this weird white supremacist nonsense. It's like, oh, sure the fuck you hell don't. It's one thing if you're, like, you know, look at the human species in genome being like, yeah, there's a lot of mixture and a lot of variety and a lot of all sorts of other shit that we maybe not, you know, really can't completely, like, account for, or maybe, like, completely, like, understand 100%, or whatever the fuck, you know, like, I can get that. But this idea of, like, oh, well, I understand a certain element of the genome of humanity, so thus, it means I understand, like, the entire history of humanity, and, like, all that shit, let me just tell you what, bruh. I know all the ancestral claims and all the ancestral genomes of humanity there, bruh. I just tell you what. It's like, no, you don't. Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here. Like, shut up. No, you don't. That's absurd. The idea of these motherfuckers that just want to be like, I understand, like, the genome. I understand, like, the human species. I understand what is really, like, superior of mine. And all such shit. It's like, no, you don't. Shut the fuck up. I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to entertain your nonsense. No, you don't. It's bullshit. I don't give a fuck what you think. It's bullshit. No, shut up. Yeah. And that's immediately what I think. Because that's what it is. It's bullshit. I mean, like, due to the complexity of our own genome, of our own species, and especially from here on, not just from the past, but even moving forward, there's no way to say there's like an objective idea of what our genome and our species is like. There's no way to say that. There's no way to do that. It's impossible. It's bullshit. The idea that you can like attribute certain factors like that objectively, for our own species, whether it's like Western, or what, or fucking like, Indian, or whatever the fuck, whatever your fucking weird bullshit is. It's like, no. I don't give a fuck what you think it is. No. Not it, Chief. We're all equals, broadly. And maybe our genome and maybe our genetics, might say a little different one way or the other. But we're all the same. And I think the sooner we embrace that kind of shit, the better we will be as a species. Honestly. I mean, like, legitimately. Because, like, yeah, there are differences between our own selves as a species, but is that somehow, like, am I somehow superior to, like, all these other motherfuckers that might not have the same technology or, like, the same, like, wherewithal that I do, because they have a different upbringing and their own different life and shit? No. I mean, granted, yeah, there are a lot of things that I might be way smarter than they are. But does that really mean shit at the end of the day when it comes to our own intellectual value and our own value as a people and as a species? Not really. There's plenty of us that live in that modern world, but there are plenty of us that also live outside of that shit. Why do you think the Sentinelese still exists? Why do you think a lot of these, uncontacted or very limited contacted Amazonian tribes, in Brazil, for example, in this, South America, in these Amazonian jungles and shit, why do you think they still exist? Because there's still that fucking, variable in our species that exists out there. Where it's like, yeah, there's elements of us that are fundamentally detached from shit that we, as modern people, like, just are privileged with, in a way. I mean, a lot of those people, like in Sentinelese or some random tribe in the Amazon, like, they don't have the privilege like we do to have the smartphone, to do stuff like this, or to have, like, the research to, like, look on Wikipedia and just, like, find whatever information. Like right here. It's like, they don't got that shit. We do, though. We got that privilege. They don't. But either way, it's like, we're not that much different. We really aren't. I mean, despite that, there are for sure differences. I just kind of find it silly that we just can't understand the reality of those differences and realize that, like, yeah, like, we're not really different and we're pretty much fucking the same, but, like, due to regional and certain environmental upbringings and all this other shit, yeah, we're probably going to be a little different. It's kind of the fucking truth about it. But nonetheless, we're not that much fucking different either way, despite that. I mean, like, for my own example, I've had, like, multiple people that, like, I've worked with that have migrated from Ethiopia, for example, and have had different backgrounds and different, like, upbringings with their lives, despite, coming from the same fucking region, and multiple people as former coworkers that I know that have lived the life, and come and migrated to this country from Ethiopia to, seek a better opportunity. And every single one of them that I know has had a different, outcome despite that. Like, legitimately. And it's not like, they had, worse off or better off than anyone else besides. They just all had different lifestyles, and they all had different upbringings and all different, paths that they were going towards, right? Like, so they never necessarily had the same lifestyle, so to speak, but they all had the same, path of the idea of the American dream, and they were able to kind of achieve it. Even with the bullshit and the complaints and all this other shit when it comes to capitalism and when it comes to America's, fucking, bullshit of, well, you just work a job and you will be able to, have a house over your head and all this other bullshit. It's even despite all this other fucking lies that are still, to people like that, it's they're still able to fucking make a decent living and be able to, have a roof over their head and all this other shit. Same with me. It's not like it's impossible, but it's it gets harder and harder when you realize, the truth of the fucking factors of the reality of things, right? It's and when it comes to the migrant or the domestic citizen, no one's an enemy when it comes to shit like that. At the end of the day, it's a motherfucker who's so greedy that they're willing to look at you and your labor and your fucking value and say, fuck you. Your, productivity, is more valuable for my fucking pocket, and who gives a fuck how much money is in your pocket? Yeah, fuck off. As long as you're making money in my pocket, I don't give a shit. That's what a lot of them think. It's that's why the value of actualizing your own labor and actualizing your own power and autonomy, whether you're unionized or not, is so fucking important. It just is. Because, if you let them take advantage enough, they're going to fuck you every way till Sunday, and it'll get to a point where all of us are fucked, and we got no fucking platform to fucking stand up for ourselves. We're at a point, at least right now, where we at least still have that. It's not like the Gilded Age of America back in the 1880s, where we, were just growing the idea of unions, and it's not already established kind of thing. It's like we're not there anymore. But we really kind of need to relearn that a little bit and realize that kind of shit and realize the power of that and regalvanize that again. Because it's at a point where we could lose that pretty fucking quick if we don't realize that fucking truth of that power. And that doesn't matter whether AI or fucking domestic fossil fuel industry expansion or whatever the fuck EV shit. It doesn't matter. All these other industrial elements that might overcome this type of shit. It's at the end of the day, that's kind of secondary. If you really want to protect that shit, you have to actualize it now. You have to fucking actualize it now and defend it now and go from there. You can't just hope, for these fucking industries and systems to, adapt along with it, because they're sure shit ain't, especially when it comes to the artists. They're not going to go fuck. And that's where the actualization for the artist needs to come in hand, and that includes, the industrialization aspect, the AI aspect, it includes all that shit. We need to actualize ourselves and take this power for us. That power and that fucking, shit right there, that tech is for us. Not for the fucking fat cat that wants to exploit us. It's for us to produce with. Not for the fat cat to exploit us with. It's for us to produce. That's what it's for. And they want to fuck us for it. And I will have none of that. Because this type of shit that we are having now, when it comes to a lot of this technology and a lot of this other shit, we are at a pretty good precedence of really expanding a lot of awesome shit. But are we just gonna be pussy made and just like let it walk over us? Or are we gonna take advantage of that shit and harness that for the maximum opportunity for all artists of all stripes, to like, look at this and say, hey, like, there's certain things I can't necessarily do right now, but this shit right here could fucking build this insane world that I have in my mind when it comes to like, world building and like, building like an idea of like this cool story and like this whole like, sci-fi like, fantasy kind of thing or whatever, whatever your heart's content is, right? Like I mean, it's not like it's impossible or it's like not there. It is. But you have to embrace this shit. Because it's not like it's not there. It is. It's not like you have to have fuck you money or be lucky and have like, some production company, fucking, tick up, your wings and shit. We're at a point where the artists themselves can have that opportunity if they're willing to embrace it. And that's the thing. That's fundamentally the point. It's like we as artists have an ability to embrace this kind of thing and take it for ourselves and make it ours and make it our thing. Make it the thing of an artist instead of like some corporate fuckbag that wants to like monetize it for their own greed. We have an ability to make this technology and this form of expression ours. Our thing. I mean, and that's what makes me so mad about this idea of like artists being so stubborn about AI shit. It's like, if we embrace it now, we can make it our thing. It's our shit. They can't fucking bitch about it because it's ours. It's our thing. It's a public domain thing. It's our shit that we are using as a tool to expand our own shit. That's what it is. But they refuse to let that be a fucking thing. And they want to fuck us fundamentally at the end of the day with all the shit. Every artist. And they want to divide us as artists because of this shit. Because I can recognize the tool for what it is, but they want to push the idea that, like, it's going to kill your career. It's going to make you die and all this other shit. It's like, no, it won't. Because, like, there's so many traditional forms of art that still exist to this fucking day. And yet, it still exists. They're still out there. Maybe they're not the predominant thing. Maybe they ain't making a long-term career out of it, but yeah, they still exist. Like, my mom used to do formal, like, film-based photography. And the only reason why she never went out of business back in the mid-2000s, the reason why? Because she adapted. She adapted her art into the digital format and started using Adobe Photoshop and stuff like that. Even though she was one of the early people saying that it was, like, bullshit, it was destroying the traditional forms of art. She was one of those early people saying that. And guess what? She adapted and accepted those forms of art anyway, and she was able to keep her business for at least another 10 years or some shit as a photographer. So, it's not like this art is killing artists. It's just that artists, need to recognize, the embracement of this technology and use it as an adaptation to embellish and improve their own shit. Because as a musician, a lot of this new, like, AI shit when it comes to, like, music is actually kind of cool. I love the idea of that kind of stuff, honestly. I was playing around with it earlier tonight, and I thought it was pretty kind of cool. I mean, so it's like, it's not like this shit is just, like, gonna kill art in itself. That's bullshit. Obviously, that's not gonna happen. But, like, the idea that, like, it can be used at least as a tool, I think that's cool. And that needs to be emphasized and that needs to be expanded. It needs to be regulated as a tool. Because I think that's what it should be. As an artist, like, I think AI should be fundamentally a tool for artists to help, where maybe they just don't have the money or the material or whatever. where they can't, like, expand, like, the idea of, like, making a movie or, like, making a music video for a song that they made or whatever. Now they have an ability to have a platform, including me, to, make that shit. And I think that's cool. I really do think that's fucking awesome. I just don't understand why that is so repulsed. I could get in the sense of, like, just completely taking over artists and all that shit. Like, I'm not even against that. But, like, the idea of using it as a tool, specifically, that as a concept, as a topic, there's such repulsion to that. It drives me nuts. Like, I get the idea of AI being, like, reprehensible to an artist in a sense of, like, taking them over and, like, destroying the broader, like, original creativity of the, a certain art, whatever. Yeah, I get it. 100%. It's not like I don't. But to just use it as a way to, like, just blind yourself to the opportunities and the positives that come from that kind of tool, I think it's bullshit. It's like, look, there's negatives to it. But for every negative, there sometimes is a pro. It's like for every pro, there's a con. And for every con, there's a pro kind of thing, right? Like, I mean, there's kind of a yin-yang with that shit. I mean, there's more of a yang to the yang, when it comes to AI, but so what? Should we, like, look at the positive yang, so to speak, to that shit and just amplify that and expand that and minimalize and try to, like, curtail and regulate the yang of the negative, cons of that shit? I mean, it's like, to me, that seems like a pretty rational idea, but no one ever fucking wants to, like, maybe expand that shit. It's a monolith and absolute to this shit. It's like, embrace it entirely or say, fuck it entirely. There's no, like, well, it's alright, we could probably maybe use it to balance, with art and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, there's none of that. It's always, like, an absolute one way or the other. Always. Always. And it's insane to me, honestly, because, like, it's not like I'm trying to say, oh, fuck you as an artist. It's saying that, like, this is a tool for you. Why are you not wanting to use it as a tool for your own art? Like, what the... I mean, yeah, it's... Like I said, it's not like there's cons to this shit. But, motherfucker, take the advantages and the pros when you see them. It drives me nuts. It really makes me fucking annoyed. I hate the idea of people being so turned off to the AI topic because, like, I don't give a fuck who you are, whether you're pro or against it. You're going to have to accept it one way or the other. It's a part of our life. I don't give a fuck who you are. Grow up and grow some balls or some ovaries. I don't give a shit. Grow up. Mature, because that's our reality. AI is a part of our reality. Grow the fuck up and understand that it's a part of our, philosophy and our conversation and our future species when it comes to, like, society and all this other shit. When it comes to governance and all this other stuff. Like, accept the fact that it's a part of our fucking reality when this shit. It just is. It just literally is. Whether you're against it, for it, or in between, or whatever. It just literally is, and you have to grow the fuck up and just recognize that. And I do, but apparently no one else wants to. It's so fucking weird when it comes to shit. Because, like, there's so much technology that's advanced so much where there's, like, conspiracies and all this other shit around it. And yet, like, this is the one thing that everybody's getting hung up over. It's like, really? It's like the most simplest fucking thing. God, it fucking drives me nuts, man. It really does, bro. Because it really should be pretty simple. It's like, hey, like, we're progressing a lot, our technology is progressing a lot, and we're able to have technology that can be damn near self-sentient, and sometimes is a little better thinking than us. We just cannot accept that. We just can't accept that fact at all. Like, really? Because you know what? Yeah, maybe that's the reality. Maybe there's maybe there's an AI out there right now that we're looking at currently where yeah, it is smarter than us. You know what? That's our fault as far as I'm concerned because like we have developed this technology. We're smart enough to develop this kind of shit, but we're not smart enough to like overcome a lot of shit that an rudimentary AI that we developed is able to overcome ourselves or themselves versus us. Motherfucker, like I mean at this point, I mean I'd rather embrace AI than our own human mind at this point because like there's a lot more expansion and creative insane shit going on there than our own human brains biologically at this point. And there's a lot of creative, insane, cool shit with the human brain. But fuck, dude. Like, with the technology that is incorporated with that, the human mind really is expansive and can make so much crazy shit that our normal brain can't even fucking comprehend. Like, straight up. That's why AI kind of, fills the role in a way. That's why I actually embrace it. Because, like, for where our own human brain cannot comprehend, that AI can, in a way, fill that gap. Especially when it comes to art. Like, maybe there's certain things where it's like I'm trying to create, like, this portrait in my mind. And I want, an AI to kind of, like, be a part of that in the process of, like, making a palette, a color, spectrum a little bit when it comes to stuff like that. But there's maybe a certain thing that I just can't quite, like, fill the gap with. But the AI maybe might be able to kind of fill the gap a little bit. Maybe like kind of fill certain things to be like, hey, is this what you're thinking of? No. Bloop. And so, changes a little bit. Is this it? Maybe. Bloop. Changes a little bit. Is this it? Closer. Bloop. Changes it again, and it's like some other shit. It's like, yes, that's it, but we need to rehash that a little bit. Change this and this, and change that and that. And then all of a sudden, same thing, but it changes a little bit, and all of a sudden, boom. The fuck's in my head suddenly is expressed. Right there. And it's like, why should I not embrace that and celebrate that? Because, like, look, I don't got the raw material for me to, like, draw that shit or whatever the fuck myself, but if I have something to help me and say, like, hey, I can basically be kind of like the fill the gap when it comes to that shit, why should I not, like, celebrate that? Like, that's awesome. That's cool. That's amazing. If there's, like, a program that can literally, like, analyze my fucking synapses in my own brain and create, like, this crazy thing after maybe, like, 3 or 4 different attempts to, like, kind of, like, harness it and channel it down, to its root thing or whatever the fuck, like, why is that not a cool thing? That sounds awesome. Sounds cool. I would love to see that, like, in real action, in real time almost. Like, I mean, legit. Because that seems pretty fucking awesome. And frankly, AI would help with that. This fucking blunt truth. It just is. Think what you want about it. That is just the fucking blunt truth of it. It really is. And it's like, it's not like, it's going to kill original art fundamentally. It never will. But, I mean, it would, I think, honestly, maybe help with certain independent artists that just don't have the materials to really put their art out there. It's not like it's an impossible thing, before then. But maybe it just helps, have that gate, more available for them. Maybe the door is more open for them. For someone like me, maybe that door is legitimately more open. Am I going to use AI fundamentally for my art? No. But I can use that as a foundation. And use that as a way to be like, I got some ideas for music. It's got me like a good key progression. The lyrics are actually kind of cool. and this and that. Maybe I'll change the song name. Maybe I'll change the progression. Maybe I'll add some lyrics for what AI has made. Like, I mean, honestly, like, and that type of shit is fucking amazing to me. In fact, we have stuff out there that's able to do that type of shit. Outside of, like, getting with, like, 4 of your buddies, to have a little jam session or whatever. It's like, you could just, like, have a program and just do that. That's really fucking awesome. I mean, it really is. It really is awesome. I mean, I just really hope that we could just embrace it sooner than later so we can use it for the tool that it fucking is. Because that's what it is. It's a tool. It's a tool and, like, an apparatus of the broader artistic mind of, like, creating their shit. That's what it is. It should not be seen as a detriment and as a killer of an artist. It should be seen as a tool and a benefit for an artist. I'm also having a fat, legit argument back and forth with me and my friends a little bit on the Telegram group chat about this. And it's like, I respect what they were saying, but it's like, oh my God, you don't get what I'm saying, though. You know what I mean? It's like, motherfucker. It was a little like, it's like, what the fuck, though? Because, like I said, I respect and understand what they were saying, but it's like, man, they just simply cannot fucking fathom or understand or even, like, recognize what the fuck I'm saying when it comes to shit. Like, they just refuse. They're like, nah, I just... It's like, did you even listen or even read or what the fuck I was saying? No, of course not. Because you read AI or some shit like that, and you were just like, no, nah, fuck that. That was it. You read a buzzword in my rant, and you're like, nah, fuck that shit, and you all fucked off. So, no, I don't even believe they're bullshit. It's like, they're all being like, oh, well, but it's like, nah, bro. Where the fuck did that fucking light go, goddammit? Where'd it go? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, it's just like, motherfucker, dude. It's like, bruh. You're gonna be like, well, I understand your, like, sympathy and stuff, but you know what? No, fuck that. And it's like, I'm actually defending my point, but it's like, nah. It's like, well, how the fuck am I supposed to argue against that besides, well, fuck off, I guess? I mean, I don't know. Like, what the fuck? It's so stupid. It's like, it ain't my fault that you're all too ignoramus, about this shit. Like, Jesus. There we go. I mean, it's just... It's so fucking annoying, man. Because I feel like I've had this whole, like, AI back and forth, like, for a while now. And it's like, I don't even know what to say at this point. It's like, I've tried to legit, like, be like, hey, look, it really, I do think it's a tool, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm trying to, like, explain it, but it's like, nah. No! It's like, god damn, bro. What could the fuck I say to be like, hey, it ain't that bad? I mean, because it can be. I mean, it's not like I can't, it's not like I won't say that it ain't, because it sure can be. But the idea that it just cannot utterly be good at all is insane. because I've shared some like music that is legit, actually kind of good, that is AI generated, and they're like, nah, fuck that bullshit. Nah. It's like, what, bro? Huh? It's like, really, dude? It's like, come on, bro. You know what? I bet I could probably actually pull up, some shit here. It was in my thing. In the group chat or whatever. Oh my god, there's so much fucking shit. No, I'm not even gonna read it right now. Fuck. I'm not even gonna read it. I'm not even gonna read it right now. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? Oh, here it is. It's the Donna app. Donna AI song and music maker. I think this might be it. Is it? It is. Wait, hold on. Shit. My headphones are on, but not the actual Bluetooth. It says a great division. It's richer without a care of provision. And workers for the labor and time. And then unable to climb. There's a greed and division. Rich get richer without care of provision. And the workers for labor and that time. And then unable to climb. Unable to climb. Unable to climb. Unable to climb. I mean, honestly, like, for that as a song, it actually is kind of like low-key kind of a banger. The title is called Revolution of the People, but the lyrics don't even mention that name of the song at all. It's simply called Capitalism, a System of Greed and Division, where the rich get richer without a care of provision, exploiting the workers for the labor and time, leaving them struggling and able to climb. That, automatically, for a verse, is fire. Automatically. That is a fire verse. That's pretty much the entire lyrics of the song. It's just that a bunch of times. But for a punk song, though, it actually works. It especially for like like, I mean, even the instrumentals, like, it all works. It works. I'm just saying, like, even though this is mostly AI generated, I just said, hey, give me like pro-worker, anti-capitalist lyrics, a punk themed song, go for it. And this is what it made. It's awesome. I mean, this is actually pretty good. Without conviction, unable to climb. Unable to climb some living richer ambition. I mean, honestly, I would like, have the first verse there, but I would say capitalism, a system of greed, division, but I would probably say some other stuff there. Capitalism, a system of greed, division. Here's the second verse. Capitalist and greed division. Will the poor get poorer and the rich get richer? Exploiting the workers for exploiting the workers of. Oh, yeah, I want to add division to it. Exploiting the workers with social division. Leaving them struggling, or leaving the. Okay, hold on. Exploiting the workers for social degradation. Leaving them struggle for. Fuck. Honestly, I'm kind of a lyricist, little dude. So like, when it comes to this shit, it's like fuck. I mean, I'm starting to really think about different ideas about the lyrics a little bit, because the verse is actually really good. I mean, capitalism is a system of greed and division, where the rich get richer without a care or provision, exploiting the workers for labor and time, leaving them struggling and unable to climb. That for a first verse is fucking fire. I mean, to add a second verse, I want to like have some of that in between it, but fuck, it's kind of hard. But it gives me a good foundation to work with, though. That's why I like AI. I mean, honestly, I don't give a fuck. As an artist, I like this shit because it gives me a foundation to work with a little bit, to help me be like, oh, well, here's the way that I can use some cool lyrics and maybe some lines, to make a fuller song. Even if I'm not going to be like, whatever the fuck, the rhythm or or the song title, all that shit. Like, even if I don't use it, the lyrics are actually kind of fire, though. They're legit kind of good. Yeah, I'll take a piss real quick. Come back. What do I? You know what? I'm just going to play the soul song, because it's actually kind of good. For an AI song, it's actually kind of good. Hey. Oi. There we go. Capitalism, a system of greed and division, where the rich get richer without a care or provision, exploiting the workers for their labor and time, leaving them sullen, unable to climb. Capitalism, a system of greed and division, where the rich get richer without a care or provision, exploiting the workers for their labor and time, leaving them stubborn, unable to climb, unable to climb, unable to climb, unable to climb. I think it would play. I guess it did. Hello, buddy. Oh, boy. This is a good boy. Oh. Oh. He's a sweet little boy. Yes, he is. Oh my god. You be goof. You be goof. Oh my god. Never goof. Come here. Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh. Now you have your whole belly exposed. Oh, look at that low. Look at those little legs. Oh my goodness. Oh. You're splooting so hard that your booty is just expressed for the whole world to see. But it's just me. It's only me that gets to see it. But that's okay. Because you're ridiculous. This is absurd. Your expression of your booty is ridiculous. Oh my god. You're ridiculous, so homunculus. Oh my god. You ridiculous little thing. You lazy little fuck. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, bro. There we go. Really? Whoa! Whoa! Damn, dog! Whoa! Hey! Yo! Jesus! Hey! You are so glad that bong did not break Despite having the most hardest fucking smash on the fucking... You're so lucky, motherfucker. Bruh. Bruh. That's what you get. Fuck off. Hey. 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 Fuck you. No. Hey. You showing the fuck out. There you go. I'm pretty sure that down something got kind of fucked up a little bit. I'm pretty sure. It did. Fuck. God damn it. Sukov, you're a scumbag. You. Hey. Fuck you. Bastard. You are a bastard, you know that? Motherfucker. Why the hell I think? That's YouTube's fault, alright? That is YouTube's problem. I can't deal with that. So whatever. Fuck YouTube. That's their problem with that shit. Hey. You. Good ball. Guess I'll buy concert tickets. Nice. Some concert tickets. That sounds pretty good. At least sounds fun. Fuck. Pretty sure I got fucked up here. Master wasn't as bad as I thought. It was led to be, but only the add-on was tickets and insurance. Are you sure about that? Because I'm pretty sure there is a lot of ticket fees that you're probably not that you probably weren't really being paying attention of, to be honest. Because like there's a lot of fucking bullshit fees when it comes to stuff like that. I mean, straight up. I mean, there's a lot of fucking nonsense fees when it comes to shit like that. Came out about $110 sold. That would explain some concert fees and bullshit. So it's not, yeah, that type of shit. Yeah, definitely a problem. It shouldn't be, but yeah, capitalism. Because like that type of shit really should not be an issue. Especially when it comes to like, the whole like idea of like, the price cap on fees and shit, but nah, you still get a bunch of fees. Yay. Gotta love that. And for me going to Minneapolis, it's like, ugh. Why? Why must there be fees? Fees everywhere. Boo. Boo, I say. $500 for meet and greet tickets? Oof. Oof. Man, the Down syndrome, the blog is totally fine, but the Down syndrome got fucked. God damn it. Fuck you, dog. This is your fault. Fuck you. Asshole. Hey, you. Hey. Fuck you. Sukov. Hey. Bro. Get over here. Dude. You done? I gotta figure out how to get this fucking Down Sam out of here now at this point. That's gonna be a fun project tomorrow. How are you gonna get Down Sam out? Yay, that's gonna be fucking great. You've used Ticketmaster before? Dude, fuck Ticketmaster. Dude, you should try to find anything else but Ticketmaster, bro. Ticketmaster is fucking shit, bro. If that's the only option, I get it. But, dude, if there's a way to avoid that shit, avoid it. Because, dude, Ticketmaster is fucked. I hate Ticketmaster, man. It's because half the time, the tickets are pretty much the same goddamn price as the fees. And it's bullshit. I hate it. Go the fuck over there. Laundry room. Over there. That way. Go to bed. Laundry room. Go over there. Go on. Go. Shoo. That doesn't mean get closer. That means go over there. Alright, whatever. The goof. Besides buying tickets at the door, there's no guarantee they would be at the venue tickets. Ooh, one of those fucking things. You could buy it at the door, but who knows if it will be sold out or not. Wow. That's some bullshit right there, honestly. Following the inverse way more popular than I thought. No shit. I mean, honestly, no shit, though. Dude, when I saw Gemini Syndrome, they were the opener for Wednesday 13. So it's dude, I mean, yeah, that a lot of the bands they're into tend to probably be openers for other bands. Not that that's a problem. I'm just saying though, it's they tend to, that tends to be kind of the outcome a lot of times. But I'm okay with that though. I mean, being into Wednesday 13, a lot of the other bands that are playing when Gemini Syndrome was playing, it's good shit though. Legit good shit. So, I mean, the concert you'll, eventually, check out. It's going to be awesome. You better at least, stick around for, like, the opener and be like, hey, or some shit. Because I guarantee you, the openers, and all that shit, it's going to be good stuff. All right, well, project tomorrow is getting new fucking down, Sam, because Zukov broke my last one, you asshole. Fuck you. Broke me down, Sam, you asshole. Which also means I have to figure out how to get the fuck out of it in this down, Sam. Yay, thank you, you little prick. But I know I got a way to get in here. There we go. So I have a way to... Okay, well, I did. I have a way to get this fucking... Okay, there we go. There we go. Fuck you. God damn it. Might as well fucking go out that pipe at this point. Son of a bitch. Sokop, you fucked me. You fucked me with this thing. I need to get a new down, Sam, and new pipe, and all the shit. Fuck you. Fuck you. I don't want to even inhale fucking goddamn fucking glass in my lungs because of your ass. So nah. I'm not even gonna fucking entertain it anymore. Piping it. Piping this bitch. It's my Furlandia pipe. I haven't used this since Furlandia back in May. Back in Memorial Day weekend. But you know what? This motherfucker's about to get used. Let's get to this wine dine you. Hey. It's bound to happen. Look, hey, Venom brother, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, okay? You and I are gonna be at, like, at the bar one of these days, and those motherfuckers gonna be like, hey, what's food? And gonna be like, what's like the top shit, good shit? What's good shit? What is like the good shit for lunch? Or something, something like that. It's gonna hit me up with the good shit. I will even hook you up a little bit. I'll be like, you know what? It's gonna, like, kind of put the tab on that a little bit, but I'll make sure I pay for, like, some pool games. Or, like, for some billiards. Or maybe, like, just smash out on karaoke. Or whatever, I got multiple talents when it comes to that. Especially when it comes to bar talents. When it comes to playing pool, or, like, karaoke stuff. Whatever you want. It's like, I'll flex that shit. I don't give a fuck. Give me enough courage and I'll fucking flex that shit. I don't care. Are you trying to be a little priss right now? Really? No. You're gonna starve for the rest of the night. How about that, motherfucker? After what you just did? I have to get a new goddamn down stamp because of you, you little fucker. You little fag. Fuck you. Fuck you. Don't be wagging that tail like you're all proud and happy about it, you little queer. I don't want that bullshit. I don't want none of that. Motherfucker. You know, I grew up so fast. I don't think I've ever seen you use something that wasn't a bong. I got no choice. This little fucking little queer old hair boy, this motherfucker, fucking broke my shit. I tell you what, boy, he broke my shit. So now I'm just fucking having to suffer. I'm about to fucking choke my lungs out, boy. Actually, unironically, I probably will. Actually, unironically, I probably will choke my lungs out. Oh my god, bro. Fuck, dude. I can't believe this little fuck. Honestly, he dropped this. He dropped this whole thing. And the only fucking thing that broke was the down stem. Not even the bull. Nothing. It was the down stem that broke and shattered. The bong, the bull, all that shit, fine. The down stem, the process of how the smoke out of this thing was destroyed. So all I gotta do is get a new down stem. Bruh, this fucking dog, he is so lucky. So lucky right now. Because all I gotta do is just buy a new down stem. I don't gotta buy like a pipe or a bowl or any of that shit, or a new bong or nothing. I just got a new down stem. That's it. That's it. Fucking absurd. Absurd, dude. Where you going? You fucking little psycho cocaine out of the mutt. I think Baron Kamala is saying / doing something dumb. Trump might not win. I mean, you're not really exactly unleashing new information for me personally. I mean, I kind of figured that was the case. I mean, as far as the stands now, the momentum, with the RNC is pretty much literally went antithesis. Like, the DNC is pretty much, gained all the momentum. So, I got no dog in the hunt, but I can at least recognize where the, momentum's going. So, I mean, being in a blue lock state, I especially don't really got that much of a dog in the fight. So, I mean, I can at least recognize it and see where it's going, but, I mean, we'll try. Just be honest, but again, I'm in a blue lock state. Felon such cop. I know, dude. The fact that we have a cop versus a felon, a convicted felon, dude, that is kind of fucking funny, bro. That really is unironically really legit hilarious. It's like we got an attorney general, a district, a fucking district attorney of San Francisco, a senator of California. Like, we got like a fucking cop of cops just running against a felon, bro. I fucking love it. I mean, it's just based. In a weird fucked way, it's kind of based. I kind of love it. I mean, can't help but just kind of love it at least a little bit. At least a little bit. Say what you want. It's like, I made cab all the way, but say what you want. I mean, there's a little humor in, like, a little schadenfreude, when it comes to all that, you know what I mean? Like, there's a schadenfreude with the idea of, like, having a president being convicted as a felon and a cop running. There's a schadenfreude to it all. I mean, so I have to at least appreciate that. At the minimal. At the utmost minimal, I have to at least appreciate that. I can't not help but appreciate that. It's beautiful. It's just art. It's almost like artistic in a way. Like, the only way you can make this a thing, in reality is like via AI or like Ben Garrison being a weird fuck. Or just have Kamala Harris actually somehow be the nominee for president. It's 1 and 3. The trifecta, bro. It's the trifecta, the unholy trifecta. New York is the finest. I don't know what's going on with New York, but I'm willing to buy it. I'm willing to buy it. I don't know what's going on with New York, but I'm willing to accept it. Because you know what? At the end of the day, I think it's a coin toss. I really do. I genuinely think it's a coin toss. I think it's a very competitive race right now. And as it stands for now, I think it's kind of pretty competitive. Yeah, I think you could lose a coin toss one way or the other. I mean, I will admit, depending on who the VP, pick will be for Kamala and how she campaigns, the rest of her presidential campaign, stuff like that. I think that might, say one way or the other how she might operate, from here on out. And I'm on the hope, that she is actually like, willing to at least, put some breadcrumbs out there. Yeah, like Tim Waltz or Andy Bashir. Dude, if she was, to put one of those two guys as VP, oh my god, bro. She would be a genuine firebrand. I mean, honestly, just because, like, especially Tim Waltz lately. That motherfucker's been cooking insanely. And, oh, the idea of him being VP would be based, honestly, like, legitimately. It's either that or Andy Bashir. Like, those are the two dudes who are at least more likely to be the VP for Kamala that I'm actually really on board with. Tim Waltz or Andy Bashir, like one of those two. And I'm personally willing to at least outside of that say that it's probably Josh Shapiro or Andy Bashir as the VP choice. But I hope it's Tim Waltz. I really do, because he is really popping off lately. And I think the reason why is because Kamala might have told him, like, hey, you might be my VP. I think there might be, a little something going on with that. You know what? I'm okay with that, honestly. Like, because if Kamala is willing to at least, have a very strong kind of progressive bent towards her and show that she's not going to be like, Obama or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, I think she, could really sway a lot of fucking voters who normally would probably sit out. Or maybe vote for a third party or some shit, Like, I think Kamala has an opportunity to really galvanize people that normally would not be, voting for her. Or at least, maybe normally vote Democrat. Right? Like, so I think that honestly there is an opportunity for folks that normally don't vote Democrat to maybe honestly vote for him. Like, especially considering we have a cop and all this other shit. Like, I mean, as much as lefties will hate that kind of shit, that might really be a beneficial boost in the normie sphere, so to speak, where they might be willing to galvanize a vote for them. I mean, it's one of those things where you have to kind of recognize where, like, the average people might, like, be galvanized by versus, like, your own personal political biases, shit. So, when it comes to the electoral process, like, I'm pretty much set in stone on how I personally feel, but I'm trying to look at it from a normie perspective almost, in a way. And in a lot of ways, like, it genuinely is a coin toss, and depending how Kamala operates, or depending how Trump operates, I think it really can go either way. At least through the normie sphere. But, I mean, I don't know. I really honestly don't, like, especially considering how much this electoral, like, voting, election process has been insane and wild. I'm not holding my breath for fucking anything. Like, I think anything can happen. So I'm not really holding my breath. I have my assumptions, but I'm not holding my breath. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, honestly, there's been too much radical, insane shit for me to say, like, one thing, concrete or the other. At this rate, I just think it's, coin toss. I'll say, at least, my gut instinct says Kamala's going to win. But, I don't know. I think it really is a coin toss for now. But my gut instinct says Kamala's going to win. That's my instinct, but I don't really know if she is going to or not. That depends on what happens between now versus election day now, does it? And that depends on if Kamala is actually going to be worth a fuck and actually present herself as something that is worth a fuck. So it's like, I think she has definitely like a base to win. I mean, despite already having like a core base that she's already kind of succeeded with in a way. I do think another Jan 6 is possible and likely. I think so. I mean, honestly, I'm not going to deny the idea of that being a thing. I do think that could be a possibility. I will admit, I do think it's kind of less likely, than previously, but I do think it is a thing. I do think it's an idea that can happen, and I'm not going to rule it out. I would definitely not be shocked if it happens, but I don't really know if it will happen this election. It just kind of depends on what happens, I guess. Like if Trump has a landlocked victory, then I guess not. If he has like a coin toss, defeat, maybe not, maybe so. I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things where I'm kind of up in the air about, I guess, because I don't really know if they will have the energy to try and do that again. Maybe they will. And I kind of think they at least have the same energy as last time when it comes to something like that, but I don't know. I mean, I really don't know exactly where, like, the zeitgeist is going to go right now. There's been a lot of shit that is, like, flipped the political energy one way or the other rapidly and so quickly that I really honestly don't know where things are going to go. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not holding my breath. I'm just kind of making guesses, and I don't know. I mean, we'll see what's accurate, what isn't. That's kind of where I'm at with this shit. I'm not really holding strong convictions about this election at this point. If it does, they need to use it to squash MAGA. I really hope. Frankly, it should have done the first time. The fact that Ashley Babbitt was the only victim during that entire thing is kind of fucking unfortunate. But that's just my opinion. Like, the fact that Ashley Babbitt was the only fucking murder that fucking, was there, it's like, man, son of a bitch. Like, yeah, you were saying, like, especially with the Supreme Court with their recent ruling, the president, when it comes to official presidential acts, like, the president can pretty much literally do anything above the law and it doesn't matter. And that includes Biden. So Biden could literally drone strike every MAGA Trump insurrectionist and he could legally get away with it and it wouldn't matter. So why doesn't he do it? Hot take. But a serious question. Why doesn't he? He could do it legally, and he wouldn't have to face any trial, because he could say it's an official presidential act. Via the Supreme Court, that's legally defensible, regardless if it's against the law or not. As long as it's an official presidential act, it's legal. Doesn't matter how it's done. As long as it's an official act of the president. Oh, that's way harsher than with Bog. Oof. Biden's immune after all, and he could order it. But yeah. He probably doesn't want to set a new precedent, but that's already happening with the new court. And he doesn't want to make what you want else fucked up? Biden doesn't want to sack the Supreme Court because he doesn't want to make the Supreme Court political. And yet the entire Supreme Court is fundamentally political for the far right, and he doesn't want to do shit for it. It's like, yo, you dropped out as a candidate now. As the president, you could literally say, fuck you, I'm just going to do whatever I want and just stack the court, do all this other shit. And yet, I'm just going to basically hide myself in Delaware and just fuck off. It's always political. I agree. I think the Supreme Court has always been that way. But if, the fucking Democratic Party is going to, argue that, like, it got politicized now, then politicize it yourself and fucking stack that shit. or abolish it. One or the other. Fucking do something with it. Instead of letting the Supreme Court walk all over you like you're a fucking dog. A little fucking mage-ridden pup. Instead of, having them walk over you like a mage-ridden pup, be the fucking alpha wolf and fucking walk over them like they're a mage-ridden pup. It's bullshit. I mean, fundamentally, it shows really how weak our duopoly is when it comes to shit like this. RNC sure shit embraces it. But the DNC sure as shit don't give a fuck about fighting it. It really seems like they're a lot more in favor of it than against it. If they're willing to let this shit slide. Of course, should be abolished if they refuse to reform it. I agree with that. Yeah, 100%. Fuck the court. Fuck the judicial system and the fucking judicial branch of our fucking government. It's been co-opted by a bunch of far-right Heritage Foundation-backed fucking lobbyists, corporate fucking shitbags, and all these motherfuckers. It's basically, our entire judicial system of our government is pretty much, backed and owned by the Heritage Foundation, by the fucking, goddamn, what's it called? The fucking, it's backed by AIPAC, it's backed by fucking, the Federalist Society. Is backed by all these different organizations from the far right in the RNC and the Republican Party and conservative apparatuses and corporate, built and backed PACs, where it's like, oh, well, it's all right, when it comes to foreign lobbyists and government, type of stuff. But as soon as you want to call it out, suddenly it's just like, you're the fucking problem. Calling the fucking fundamental actual issues, oh, well, that's the issue. And you, as a fucking, person who's calling that out, whether it's Jamal Bowman or in the next primary coming up in Missouri with Cori Bush, she's about to probably get fucked and primaried out of her fucking, seat as a two-term Democrat, as a rare anti-Israeli AIPAC lobbyist motherfucker and an anti-corporate Democrat. She's about to get fucked. She's about to get fucked up and fucked over because of what I'm talking about and what I'm grievancing over. And what the fuck does that have to do with the average man, the average American, and the average worker, and the average, plighted person that is just trying to fucking make a scrap of bare living for themselves? What the fuck does that have to do with any of these people? Nothing. Nothing. All it is there to be there is a scapegoat and to fuck you over and scalp more fucking, dollars off of you and more fucking, bullshit and fear mongering off of your fucking back so you get fucked over later in the long run. Because the other party might fuck you over harder. And maybe they will. But if both parties are going to fuck you over this hard, what's the point? Why, put your bets and put your chips in that shit? It doesn't mean, step away and say, fuck this shit. It means, how do we, put something there that challenges this, at this type of shit? That's where I'm at. That's why I'm kind of in the third-party alternative with the shit. And the thing is, it doesn't literally mean third party, but it just means a third alternative that challenges this fundamentally. And it's not like that ain't there. But it really needs to be coalesced with shit. Especially when it comes to, this whole, union labor thing. Especially because, that's really, a major galvanization element for a lot of people. Maybe not for everybody. And you know what? It doesn't have to be for everybody. But it needs to be, one of the main arguments that is pushed out there. Because holy fucking goddamn shit. There's a lot of motherfuckers that are just going to be missing the point if they just, look at the damn Chinese, the fucking illegal Mexicans, or whatever the fuck. Whatever the scapegoat is and the fear-mongering bullshit the conservatives want to push, in their fucking face and down their gullet. It's fuck that shit. You have to have something to fucking combat that. If you don't, then you're just gonna have a bunch of people that are just gonna be galvanized, for that shit, and they're not gonna know better. It's not inherently their fault, but shit. like, they're going to be galvanizing that shit. And there has to be something that, you know, gets them away from that. And that's where, like, that alternative needs to be. Because there's a lot of people that might genuinely, no fault of their own, will be galvanized in shit that, obviously, especially as progressives and lefties, we do not like, and it is kind of fearful and kind of freaky shit. Especially things like Project 2025, Agenda 47, when it comes to Trump's idea, when it, you know, with his agenda, whatever shit, like, all these different things, like, they're fearful, freaky shit. I don't want even, like, a scintilla of these ideas being pushed through in the fucking mainstream sphere. But, like, and the only way to do that is, like, to look at these people that are just fundamentally combating against this. Whether it's down ballot, nationally or otherwise. I mean, I guess nationally we don't really have as much of a strong voice against that, but it's like, it's not like we don't. But holy shit, like, I mean, we gotta, like, pick the battles a little bit with this shit. We can't just, like, you know, settle for the two sides bullshit battles. Like, I mean, because there's obviously multiple battles beyond that. And I think there's a little more value maybe picking those battles, you know, that are elsewhere besides the, you know, very famous ones that we always have to deal with. The left or right, the Republican or Democrat, or all this other bullshit. Maybe there's other battles that we need to focus on more so than that shit. Fuck off! What the fuck? Go, you know what? Lay down. Go over there. Go over there. Lay down. Just stop it. Fucking distracting me, dude. Dude. Seriously? You're a major asshole right now, dude. You know that? You are an asshole. You've been kind of prick for most of the night. I don't even think I want to even bring you to the bar tomorrow. You know, I'm kind of convinced I'm not going to do it. Yeah, fuck off. Yeah, I don't want that. Nah, I don't want that. Fuck that shit. You're an asshole. Prick. Really? Dude. Back by Poetry for a new American Century Goose. Hey, the modern Pinkertons have never left. The Pinkertons have never left, man. You know, Phantom, you and I need to have, like, you know, a little back and forth for like an hour or two. Nothing bad, by the way. I'm just honestly just because I kind of legit want to pick your brain about certain issues right now. Because I think you and I need to kind of catch up a little bit. So it's like, I kind of want to legit kind of pick your brain about certain things. I don't want to spoil what, but I kind of want to pick your brain a little. Because I think there's certain things that I think we might agree about, but we might want to, like, delve into a little bit. At least, you know, see where our knowledge is on certain things before we, you know, like, break it down, you know? So it's like, that's why I want to at least, you know, have, like, a little one-on-one a little bit first. Because there's, you know, certain topics where I'm just like, I want to at least, you know, break it down a little bit, maybe talk with you a little bit first, you know, see what you feel, or all that shit. Or at least see how I feel, maybe. Stuff like that, so. Give me time. Dude, bro. What the? Dude, so can we just not, please? Dude. Stop. No. No. Don't. Lay down. Lay down. Right here. Here. Come here. No. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oi. Zeus. Paw. 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 You gotta come here. Come here. Paw. 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 Come here, boy. Paw. Paw. Come here. Paw. Come here. Dude, are you fucking kidding me? You want to give me paw, but you keep walking away. Really? What a mutt, bro. What a little butt. Let's go from the morning. Oh my fucking god! I just realized what time it was. All right, well I'm gone good. So, peace out. Definitely going to bed before 7. So.